Uh, Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with a chapter called Solution. It is the first chapter in class 12, and we'll be doing solution today. So let me start. Solution. So suppose you know very well that suppose if you have a glass, you are having water and you are adding into it sugar, and if you start the solution, then a solution is made. So here there are two components, there are two components present in the solution, and one component in solution is called solute. If there are two components in a solution, one component is solute and the other one is called solvent. So based on the physical state of solute and solvent, based on the physical state of solute and solvent, there are 9 types of solution. So what are the 9 types of solution? So 9 types of solution. So suppose I am writing, you see what I am doing is solute, solvent and solution. I have not said here which one is solute, which one is solvent. I have not said here what is sugar here, what is water here. You know, in this case, sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. But what is the broader perspective of solute and solvent, that I will be telling you here. Suppose you have solid, liquid and gas, and the solvent is, say, liquid. Then we call this as liquid solution. So if solid is dissolved in liquid, liquid is dissolved in liquid, gas in liquid, then it is called liquid solution. So you should be knowing example, suppose your sugar in water. Sugar in water. Sugar in water. Suppose methyl alcohol in water. Suppose carbon dioxide in water, which is present in all aerated drinks. So forms this type of solution. Now similarly, the solvent can be your solid also. We can have solvent solid also, and here it is suppose solid, liquid and gas. So when we have solid in solid or liquid in solid, gas in solid, then it is called solid solution. Solid solution. And you should be knowing some examples of each type. Suppose solid in solid. Solid in solid का example क्या होगा? Suppose alloys, where 2 or more metals are mixed. That is an example of solid solution. Solid in solid. What will be the example of liquid in solid? Liquid in solids, say your there are some hydrated salt. There are some hydrated salt, for example, copper sulfate pentahydrate. So there water is in water is there in that thing, hydrated salt. Gas in solid, okay, gas in solid, suppose there is a case, suppose hydrogen, hydrogen gas can be absorbed by a metal called palladium. Okay, hydrogen in palladium, so it is also a solid solution. So here we have already discussed the 6 types of solution. Then another 3, so another 3, it will be, say, gas, and here suppose solid, liquid, and gas. So this is I am taking one category, this is another category, this is the category, and when they are dissolved in gas, we can call it gaseous solution. Gaseous solution. So example of solid in gas, okay, suppose camphor in nitrogen gas. Liquid in gas, suppose water vapor in air. Example of gas in gas, one very good example of gas in gas is, say, air. In air, some gas is present with some other gases. So now I am telling you, solute can be in any one of the physical state, solvent can be in any one of the physical state. So actually, how can we understand in a solution, which one is solute, which one is solvent? The one which is present in less amount, तो थोड़ा अमाउंट में प्रेजेंट है सॉल्यूशन में, दैट इज कॉल्ड सॉल्यूट. वन विच इज प्रेजेंट इन मोर अमाउंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड द solvent. So this is the thing. Now next very important thing that we have in this chapter is that how to express concentration of solution. Expressing concentration of solution. सपोज तुमने चाय बनाया, 2 तरह का चाय बनाया, एक चाय में तुमने ज्यादा चीनी दे दिया और एक चाय में कम चीनी दे दिया. तो जहां पे चीनी कम है इट इज लेस कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड, जहां पे चीनी ज्यादा है that is more concentrated. Now this concentration, we can express by different ways. There are different methods of expressing concentration. तो वो मैं अभी बताऊंगा यहाँ पे. जैसे सबसे पहला तरीका है मास परसेंटेज. मास परसेंटेज. तो सपोज एक सॉल्यूशन में 2 कंपोनेंट है, 2 कंपोनेंट ये सॉल्यूशन बना रहा है. तो व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ व्हाट इज मास परसेंट ऑफ ए? मास परसेंट ऑफ ए क्या? So it will be your mass of A divided by total mass of the solution into 100. ये mass percent of A हो गया. अगर solution में 2 ही component है, then you can find mass percent of B by subtracting this result from 100. या तुम ऐसा करके भी लिख सकते हो, डब्ल्यू बी बाई डब्ल्यू ए प्लस डब्ल्यू बी इंटू 100. So this will give you the mass percent of B. ओके, नाउ इसी तरीका का एक रिलेशन है, दैट वी कैन कॉल इट एज पार्ट्स पर मिलियन, पार्ट्स पर मिलियन, जिसको इन शॉर्ट वी कॉल इट एज पीपीएम. सो इसका डेफिनेशन ऐसे ही है, बस क्या चेंज होगा, जस्ट यू सी द डिफरेंस. इट इज डब्ल्यू ए बाई डब्ल्यू ए प्लस डब्ल्यू बी इंटू, it is out of million, here it is out of 100, here it is out of million, that is 10 to the power 6. And where we use this concentration, where the amount of solute in a solution is very very less, बहुत कम amount में solute है solution में, then we use this concentration term parts per million. For example, in municipal drinking water, amount of chlorine in water we express in terms of parts per million. Okay. Then another way of expressing concentration, very common, that is your molarity. Molarity, which is capital M. So what is the definition of this? Definition is molarity, number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. अगर वॉल्यूम द सॉल्यूशन ml में है तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सॉल्यूट वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन इन ml इंटू 1000, ये हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज द definition of molarity. Suppose let me give a numerical here on this. Suppose your 1.8 gram, this is a question, 1.8 gram of glucose C6H12O6 is dissolved in water to obtain 2-liter solution. 2-liter solution. What is the molarity of the solution? What is the molarity of the solution? So first of all, you have to, तुमको इसका molecular mass निकालना है. C6H12O6 तुमको पता है, 6 into 12 plus 1 into 12 plus 6 into 16, you will get 180. So 180 is the molar mass of glucose. तो तुमको पहले फिर क्या करना पड़ेगा, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स निकालना पड़ेगा. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, number of moles is given mass by molar mass. तो ये 1/10 हो गया नंबर ऑफ मोल्स. फिर यहाँ पे तुम इसको फॉर्मूला में बैठाओगे, 1/10 डिवाइड बाई वॉल्यूम द सॉल्यूशन लीटर. क्वेश्चन में 2 लीटर है, तो बस ये 1/, तो इसका हो जाएगा 1/10 इंटू 1/2, that is 1/20, that is 0.005 मोलर। इसको ऐसे करके आंसर लिखना चाहिए, 0.005 मोलर सॉल्यूशन। Sorry, it will be 0.05 molar. So suppose what is the meaning of this 0.05 molar solution? What is the meaning? It means that 0.05 moles of glucose is present in 1 liter of the solution. Okay, so next, suppose I'm going to the next page. Next we have, say, another very important, that is molality. Molality, which is small m. तो इसका डेफिनेशन क्या होता है? इसका डेफिनेशन है नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सल्यूट डिवाइड बाय mass of the solvent in kg. So you have to be very careful. Molarity में volume of the solution था नीचे, अभी molality में mass of the solvent in kg mass. इसको हम ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं, number of moles of solute by mass of the solvent in grams into 1000. अगर सॉल्वेंट का मास ग्राम्स में है तो ये 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. So in this way we get molality of the solution. Just you should know this thing that molality does not change with temperature, but molarity changes. Molarity टेम्परेचर चेंज होने से मोलारिटी भी चेंज हो जाएगा. मोलारिटी चेंजेस विथ चेंज इन टेम्परेचर, क्योंकि मोलारिटी में मोलारिटी में वॉल्यूम होता है. वॉल्यूम चेंज, वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन विल चेंज विथ चेंज इन टेम्परेचर. अभी एक क्वेश्चन जैसे काफी बार पूछ चुका है. सपोज दिस क्वेश्चन, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, विच वन इज मोर कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड? वन मोलर और वन मोलल solution. Which one is more concentrated? It's a very good question. One molar and one molal, which one is more concentrated? And the answer is this solution, one molar solution is more concentrated. Why this is more concentrated? It is because according to definition of molarity, molarity is number of moles per liter of the solution. Okay, now suppose if you are considering aqueous solution, since water has density of 1 gram per cc, 1 gram per cc, so what will happen is 1 liter जो solution होगा, यहाँ पे 1 लीटर का जो सॉल्यूशन होगा, वहां पे सॉल्यूट भी है सॉल्वेंट भी है. तो इन दिस केस ये 1 लीटर सॉल्यूशन में amount of water will be less than 1000 gram, whereas in this case amount of water will be exactly 1000 gram. In this case amount of water will be less than 1000 gram. So if amount of water is less than 1000 gram, amount of water अगर इसमें कम है, so that's why 1 molar solution is more concentrated. Okay, next next way we can use to express concentration is say normality. Normality काफी क्वेश्चंस आता है नॉर्मलिटी के ऊपर. नॉर्मलिटी का डेफिनेशन है नंबर ऑफ ग्राम इक्विवेलेंस ऑफ सल्यूट डिवाइड बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्यूशन इन लीटर्स. नंबर ऑफ ग्राम इक्विवेलेंस. अभी now what is number of gram equivalence? Number of gram equivalence is number of gram equivalence. हम कैसे फाइंड करते हैं number of gram equivalence? It is your mass of substance in grams, mass of substance in grams divided by equivalent mass in grams. Mass of the substance in grams by equivalent mass in grams. यहां से हमको नंबर ऑफ ग्राम इक्विवेलेंस मिल जाएगा. फिर ये नंबर ऑफ ग्राम इक्विवेलेंस यहां पे बैठा कर हम नॉर्मलिटी हमको मिल जाएगा. अभी इक्विवेलेंट मास यू नो एसिड के लिए कैसे निकालते हैं इक्विवेलेंट मास. ओके, बेस के लिए कैसे निकालते हैं इक्विवेलेंट मास. अगर सॉल्ट होगा तो कैसे करके इक्विवेलेंट मास निकालते हैं ये तुमको जानना पड़ेगा. तो इन केस ऑफ एसिड यू नो equivalent mass is defined as is molecular mass of acid divided by basicity of the acid. Molecular mass of the acid by basicity of the acid. मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं यहां पे. सपोज यू नो ऑक्सैलिक एसिड, ऑक्सैलिक एसिड हाइड्रेटेड, यह है उसका फॉर्मूला. तो इसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास ऑक्सैलिक एसिड का यू नो ये 126 होता है. एंड व्हाट विल बी द बेसिसिटी. यहाँ पे देखो देयर आर 2 रिप्लेसेबल हाइड्रोजन. सो ये एसिड का बेसिसिटी है 2. तो 63 इज द इक्विवेलेंट मास ऑफ ऑक्सैलिक एसिड. सपोज यू टॉक अबाउट नाइट्रिक एसिड. नाइट्रिक एसिड का इक्विवेलेंट मास होगा, नाइट्रिक एसिड का मॉलिक्यूलर मास नो 63 होता है. 63/1 होगा, 63/1 होगा. तो नाइट्रिक एसिड का इक्विवेलेंट मास 63 होता है. सपोज इन केस ऑफ बेस, सपोज वी टॉक अबाउट दिस बेस aluminum hydroxide. This is a base. So aluminum hydroxide, which is a base, its equivalent mass will be molecular mass divided by acidity of this base. यहाँ पे 3 OH है, तो molecular mass को हमको 3 से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. Then we get the equivalent mass. नाउ व्हाट अबाउट सॉल्ट, व्हाट अबाउट सॉल्ट, सॉल्ट का ये ऐसा होता है, मॉलिक्यूलर मास ऑफ सॉल्ट डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ मेटल, number of metal atom into valency of metal. This is how we get the equivalent mass of salt. मैं एक एग्जाम्पल से इलस्ट्रेट करता हूं इसको. सपोज वी हैव दिस सॉल्ट Al2SO4 3 टाइम्स. तो इसका तो मॉलिक्यूलर मास हम निकालेंगे जैसे निकालते हैं. यहां पे नंबर ऑफ मेटल एटम 2 होगा, 2 डिनोमिनेटर में 2 होगा इनटू वैलेंसी ऑफ मेटल. एल्यूमिनियम का वैलेंसी 3 होता है, तो इधर 2 इंटू 3 मतलब 6 से हमको डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. देन वी गेट द इक्विवेलेंट मास ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम सल्फेट. तो इक्विवेलेंट मास फाइंड करने के बाद यहां से हमको नंबर ऑफ ग्राम इक्विवेलेंस फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. फिर यहां पे पुट करके हमको नॉर्मलिटी मिल जाएगा. सो लेट अस इलस्ट्रेट इट विथ एन एग्जांपल. ओके, कैलकुलेट द नॉर्मलिटी ऑफ द aqueous solution containing 4.9 grams of sulfuric acid in 100 ml solution. Suppose this is a question, calculate the normality of aqueous solution containing 4.9 grams of sulfuric acid in 100 ml of the solution. तो अगर हम इसको स्टेप बाय स्टेप करेंगे तो पहले H2SO4, इसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास 2 इंटू 1 प्लस 32 प्लस 4 इंटू 16 98 मॉलिक्यूलर मास. तो इसका इक्विवेलेंट मास होता है 98 मॉलिक्यूलर मास डिवाइड बाय इसका बेसिसिटी इज 2. सो इक्विवेलेंट मास ऑफ सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड इज 49. So number of gram equivalents कितना होगा? Given mass which is 4.9 divided by equivalent mass 49, so 1/10. अभी फाइनली हम इधर पुट कर देंगे. पुट करने से हमको ये मिल जाएगा 1/10 बाई लीटर में 100 ml in liter, it will be 100/1000. So 1/10, it will be 1 normal. One normal. Can you tell me, since you already know molarity, one normal H2SO4 solution will be equivalent to how much molar? How much molar? It will be 1/2 molar H2SO4 solution. Okay, you know the definition of molarity. तुमको ये आ जाएगा. और सपोज 3 molar H2SO4 solution, 3 molar H2SO4 solution, in normality it will be your 3 into 6, 6 normal H2SO4 solution. And one more thing, since normality is also volume related, so normality of the solution also will change with change in temperature. Okay, coming to the next concentration term which we use very much, and especially in this solution chapter, when we study colligative properties later on we'll be studying, there we use this concentration term very much, that is mole fraction. Mole fraction denoted by chi A. So mole fraction is a way to express concentration of a solution. And what is the definition of mole fraction? It is number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles, total number of moles of different components. That is, ये ऐसा हो जाएगा Na by Na plus Nb plus Nc plus dot dot dot. यहाँ से हम ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, since number of moles is your given mass by molar mass, so इसको हम ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं Wa by Ma by Ma plus Wb by Mb plus Wc by Mc. अभी मोल फ्रैक्शन विल नॉट हैव एनी यूनिट, ओके, इसका कोई यूनिट नहीं होता है. मोल फ्रैक्शन, द वैल्यू ऑफ मोल फ्रैक्शन विल बी ऑलवेज लेस देन 1. वैल्यू ऑफ मोल फ्रैक्शन विल ऑलवेज बी लेस देन 1. सपोज एक सॉल्यूशन में 2 कंपोनेंट है, देयर आर 2 कंपोनेंट्स इन ए सॉल्यूशन, ओके, सिर्फ 2 कंपोनेंट है. अगर एक का मोल फ्रैक्शन अगर सपोज 0.6 होता है, ओके, सो वी कैन फाइंड द अदर कंपोनेंट by subtracting it from 1. So in that case it will be 0.4. So let us do a numerical on this. If I say this one, suppose the question, we have 15% aqueous solution of glucose. Suppose we have 15% aqueous solution of glucose. So what is the mole fraction of glucose? 15% aqueous solution of glucose. What is the mole fraction of glucose? Now since we have done mass percentage, it is in mass percentage. 15% aqueous solution of glucose का मतलब क्या होता है? इसका मतलब होता है कि 15 ग्राम, हम सोच सकते हैं ऐसे, 15 ग्राम ग्लूकोज, 15 ग्राम ग्लूकोज कितना ग्राम वाटर के साथ है? 15% मतलब 15 ग्राम इन 100 ग्राम द सॉल्यूशन. अगर 100 ग्राम सॉल्यूशन है उसमें 15 ग्राम अगर ग्लूकोज है तो डेफिनेटली वाटर होगा 85 ग्राम्स. So 15% aqueous solution का मतलब होता है 15 ग्राम of glucose with 85 grams of water. So now we can easily calculate its mole fraction. So mole fraction of glucose will be number of moles of glucose, so it will be 15 by 180. 180 is the molecular mass of glucose. So divided by total number of moles, so 15 by 180 plus now moles of water will be 85 by 18. तो एग्जाम में क्या करना है, डोंट गो फॉर एलसीएम एंड ऑल. इसको तुमको डिवाइड करके डेसिमल में ला देना है, इसको भी वही आंसर होगा, इसको भी डिवाइड करके डेसिमल में ला देना है, फिर सिंप्लीफाई करना है. सो यू विल गेट द आंसर इन डेसिमल, इसका कोई यूनिट नहीं होगा. मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ ए सोल्यूशन डज नॉट चेंज विद टेम्परेचर. मास परसेंटेज चेंज नहीं होता है, मोल फ्रैक्शन चेंज नहीं होता है विद टेम्परेचर, बिकॉज they are mass dependent. Okay children, you must be also coming across this term, formality. Formality क्या होता है कि ionic compounds, मैं बोलता हूँ आयनिक कंपाउंड्स, जैसे ये NaCl एक आयनिक कंपाउंड है, KCl एक आयनिक कंपाउंड है, ओके, K2O आयनिक कंपाउंड्स हैं. ये एक्चुअली आयनिक कंपाउंड्स का एक्चुअली मॉलिक्यूलर मास नहीं होता है, बिकॉज इनका मॉलिक्यूल ही नहीं होता है. इनका मॉलिक्यूल नहीं होता है तो मॉलिक्यूलर मास भी नहीं होता है. तो इनका जो मास होता है एक्चुअली that should be called as formula mass. तो ये जो सोडियम क्लोराइड का जो 58.5 होता है, 58.5 होता है सोडियम क्लोराइड का, दिस इज एक्चुअली फॉर्मूला मास. तो इस मास को लेकर जो हम लोग वो करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड फॉर्मेलिटी. फॉर्मेलिटी का डेफिनेशन ऐसा हो जाएगा, नंबर ऑफ फॉर्मूला मास, number of formula mass divided by volume of the solution in liter. This is formality. मतलब सपोज तुम्हारे पास suppose you have 100 gram of NaCl in 2 liter solution. 100 gram NaCl in 2 liter solution. तो इसका फॉर्मेलिटी क्या होगा? इसका फॉर्मेलिटी होगा 100 गिवन मास है, formula mass it is 58.5. so this will give us the formula mass, number of formula mass, and divide by 2. so this will give us this on calculation we will get the formality of the solution. Okay, now so I think we have expressed almost all the concentration terms. Okay, and now I am giving you some questions. Okay, interesting questions. Where I kept the question paper? I think it's here. Here it is. So suppose I have selected some questions which comes in NEET exam and all. Suppose question number 1. Suppose 2.5 centimeter cube of 0.2 molar H2SO4 solution is diluted to 0.5 decimeter cube find the normality of diluted solution. So, how can you do this one? First, I think you should be aware from the relation of molarity that number of moles of solute, in solution, we get like this, volume in liter into molarity. तो ये solution का number of moles कितना होगा? It will be 2.5 divided by 1000, ये लीटर में करने के लिए into 0.2. This is number of moles of solute. Now, since we have to find the normality. Normality is we have to find number of gram equivalents. Number of gram equivalents. Okay. Now, this is how much in grams? In grams, this will be your 2.5 into 0.2 into number of moles into molecular mass. Now, molecular mass of sulfuric acid is 98. This. Now, number of gram equivalents. Number of gram equivalents. This divided by its equivalent mass. Equivalent mass of sulfuric acid, it is 98 by 2, that is 49. So, it is 2.5 into 0.2 into 98 by 1000 into 49. So, 2 and finally, your normality will be this value that we are getting, it will be divided by volume in liter. Now, decimeter cube and liter is same thing. So, it will be 0.5. So, this you have to simplify and that will be the answer. This can be done in much shorter also. So, what we have done is we have found the number of moles of sulfuric acid. We have found the mass of sulfuric acid in grams. Then we have found the number of gram equivalents of sulfuric acid, and then we get the normality. I hope it is understood. Suppose next question. It is say 0.5 molar H2SO4 solution is diluted from 1 liter to 10 liter. And normality of the resultant solution. Resultant solution का normality हमको find करना है. अभी you know normality of sulfuric acid solution will be twice the molarity of sulfuric acid solution. तो अगर हम इसका molarity फाइंड कर लेते हैं after dilution, then we can easily get the normality. Okay, suppose after dilution, you know इसका molarity क्या हो जाएगा? मोलारिटी हो जाएगा 0.5 बाई फाइनल वॉल्यूम इज 10 लीटर, so it will be 5 by 100. This is molarity. So normality will be 2 into molarity for sulfuric acid. So it will be 2 into 5 by 100. So it will be 10 by 100. That is 1 by 10, 0.1. So answer is 0.1. N is the answer. There will be some sums where you know where mixing will be there. Mixing of solutions will be there. Let me give a question on you know mixing. Suppose 100 ml of 0.1 molar solution of A are mixed with 200 ml of 0.1 molar solution of B. So what is the final molarity? Final molarity of the resulting solution, you know, if A and B are non-reacting. So 100 ml of 0.1 molar solution of A are mixed with 200 ml of 0.1 molar solution of B. What is the final molarity of the resultant solution? So you know it will be so how can we proceed your 0.0 sorry 0.1 into 100 number of moles, oh sorry, molarity into volume in liter. Okay, this we get number of moles. Similarly of other will be also 0.1 into 200 by 1000. So what will be the answer here? It will be 10. So 0.01. What will be the answer here? Here it will be 5 0.02. So total moles will be, if you add, it will be 0.03. Okay, so final molarity will be your 0.03 by total volume of the solution is 100 plus 200, 300, and since it is in ml, so you have to multiply it by 1000. This will give you the final molarity. So children, this much for today. In the next class we will go on to the next thing about actually in this solution we'll be talking about mostly liquid solution. We'll be studying in detail properties of liquid solution. That we'll be doing in subsequent class. So this much for today. Thank you for listening. And if you want to get this, you can download this, from the PDF given in the link that will be there. You can get the thing for your revision. Thank you very much.